What's that way down there? You see that? Huh. That looks like a really nice dead buck. There's no ground shrinkage on this one here. Oh, wow. After a successful trip to Maine and killing the 4th big buck of the season, I returned home to New Hampshire. I couldn't believe it. I was out of buck tags in both New Hampshire and Maine. But I was still on my annual hunting vacation. There was more snow coming soon, so I quickly regrouped and switched gears to head south. It was early December and shotgun season in Massachusetts. During the summer, I scouted some new areas and had high hopes as I left my truck. Alright, this sucks. Where I planned on going, looks like there's a little bit of flooding action going on. That's a problem. Guess I'm just gonna have to run through it real quick. I don't know. Well, I was following a buck track. It came down right there. I met up with a deer. Bedded here. I'm gonna sort this out and figure out which one's the buck. I haven't been very far in the woods. Been maybe half an hour. So we'll see if I can get on one, shoot one right here right after this. So, yep, here we go. Wish me luck. Well, that's it. Some tracks. Well, here's a huge buck bed. This buck's fed. He fed here on Monday for a few hours, just up on the hill there. And then he fed here this morning for quite a while. But here he is. This is his bed. I'm guessing he's going to be up here a little ways. So the plan is just to walk up and shoot him. He's going to be down on this hillside, probably bedded again. Or I'll follow him, but either way. I'm going to set up in a stand here, probably first thing tomorrow morning. Or maybe tonight even. If he keeps coming back here, he's a big buck. Let me see if I can show you his track. So you can see right there, old. And on this side, it's all freshened up in the season. So that's what we're looking for right there. So I'm gonna keep trudging through all this crap because I had a rub line that came out of it on the other side, but it's all mountain laurel. So this is a spot to get a camera on for next year. I'll definitely get the pictures of whatever's in here. So cool. Well, that was a good find. Oh, I just left that other signpost. Here's another one. All rubbed up. It's not very far away, so this is definitely the spot. I hunted hard, having a first great week of the shotgun season, in which there was a couple close encounters with big bucks. My vacation was over and time to go back to work, but now being the second week of December, there was more snow coming. The snow was coming Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, setting up perfect conditions. I couldn't resist taking advantage of the snow. I thought, maybe I could squeeze in a half day of hunting and still make it to work. Unfortunately, even though I left really early, the weather conditions made for slow going and bad traffic, and I arrived at the spot just after daylight. Alright, well, I was driving down the road looking for tracks. I parked up further. I think I cut a track right here. And looks like a good buck. Everything's filling in quickly. And so I was just here 10 minutes ago, and you can see my boot track's already filled in. So this is where it goes. And we're going to start in on it. Whoa, I'm still on the side of the road. This is a good sign. bed. Going up there, hopefully I can catch up to him. Here's the problem, folks. I finally found a nice, real big buck track. A shooter. It's fresh. And that's the problem. I know I've been crossing a lot of brooks and rivers this year. This one is flowing fast, and this one is deep. He walked on the bank. He didn't want to cross it at first, but he came down right there. I've walked upstream probably a quarter of a mile. I can't find any way to safely get across it. I don't know, probably half a mile to go back out to the road where I can get across it safely. I mean, he's a nice, real nice track. It's fresh. And there he goes across. And even him, he didn't come out until down the bank, further down over there. So, yeah, he came out down over there somewhere. Of course, it would have been nice if he was standing over there on the other side, but he wasn't. So I'm gonna go downstream. I'm gonna see if I can find a spot to cross, which I don't think is likely. I'm gonna have to walk all the way out to the road and then backtrack up to the spot and get back on his track. Nice buck bed there from the buck that I jumped across the brook earlier this morning. He came across the river and he bedded right there. He was almost in sight just up on the bank here. But I was following another buck and I just came across this track right in the same spot where the other one crossed the river. This is why I was over here, so I'm going to see if I can shoot this one and get back on the other one. Wish me luck, maybe I can get a twofer. Well, this is a doe bed. It's hard to tell with this deep snow exactly what it is, but I just ended up seeing the doe. She's just down here at the bottom of the hill. I don't know if she's still there. I just got a video of her for a while. I don't see her down there, but well, I'm gonna go back to walking. Well, buddy, you should have been in your tree stand.
The buck track went back across the brook yet again. I had to get back to work, knowing I was running out of time. I decided to make one last attempt by following the brook upstream, hoping he would come back across it. Looking at the maps, there was a small patch of older grown-up clear-cut, which was now 10-foot-high whips that paralleled the brook. My plan was heading upstream, staying tight to the brook, then loop above and around the football field-sized thicket, wrapping over to what looked like an old tote road, which seemed to head towards my truck. Sure enough, I came upon his track going back across the brook. I could tell it was his track because his right pad was slightly longer than his left. I thought his track would hug the transition line above the cut, but instead it was going down along the brook, just off to my right-hand side. While I was walking upstream, he was walking downstream, not 50 to 60 yards to my right side. Of course, I had been looking across the brook and down in the snow, trying to see any tracks that would come across it. The story was written in the snow that the buck had stopped and watched me walk by him at 50, 60 yards. Once I had gotten beyond him and he felt safe, he took a couple of jumps and then a couple of long, fast strides, but quickly slowed down as he got to the end of the cut and the woods opened up beside the brook, and it appeared there was a little hill that maybe he was going to be up on the next knoll. I knew he'd be right here somewhere. I took one more step, and then I saw the buck take off with a good-sized rack running back towards the brook.
Well, here I am. The buck came this way, and yeah, I shot him right here. I was standing somewhere, way over there, somewhere up on one of those hills, quite a ways away. I thought maybe I was over there, somewhere way down there. I think I actually was way down there. There's that one rock way down there somewhere. I might have been on that. Yeah, I think I was right down there on that rock, I think. down there. It's quite a ways off. Of course, we got hair here. A little bit of blood at the spot. The old Savage 220 ran up here. He came up the hill. More blood. More blood. In the snow. We like seeing that. And then he went a little ways. It was actually further than I originally thought that he went. And then another nice buck. Number 5 for the year. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man. He's a beauty. Oh, yeah. Oh, he took off running. He stopped. Oh, yeah. What a beauty. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a beauty. Oh, yeah. He took off running. Oh, man. Whew, I'm pumped. Look at that shot. He stopped. He came through an opening. Saw the horns flash. And I got it done. Beautiful. Oh, he's beautiful. Whew. Nice buck. Oh, good shot right there. Got him right behind the shoulder. Got a little snow frozen on his rack here. Oh yeah, beauty. Whew, nice job. Oh, well, time to make a long walk out of here, unfortunately. We'll start dragging. Not looking forward to the drag here, but it's a ways out. Whew. Figure out how to do this. But yeah, that's the buck.
Been out of the game a little too long. Afraid so much has changed that I'll do it all wrong. Part of my heart's grown cold within. Gotta find a way to feel the heat again, but I don't know where to begin. Oh, I wanna trust myself, love myself, believe in myself like I used to. I wanna trust myself, be enough for myself, ring my own bell like I used to. I'm gonna trust myself. Oh, oh, I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna trust myself, love myself, believe in myself like I used to.
I'm gonna be broke with a taxidermy bill, because look at this. I mean, just gorgeous 10-point rack. Oh man, gorgeous. Oh wow. I was in here following buck tracks all morning. I think this is the same guy that went across the brook over there. He came back across the brook. I get onto him. He takes off running. I couldn't get a shot. And I finally got onto him. He stopped at an opening up ahead. I touched it off. It took me a little bit to get steady. I've been walking hard all morning, but he's a gorgeous buck.